This started. All right, everybody. Hello and welcome. You are here for How to Build AI Skills for Your Career, New Year's edition. My name is Albert. I am the founder of Albert's List. I will be your host today, and with me is my co-host Renee Tercios. We're here today to talk a little bit about AI and how to learn AI skills really quickly. As all of you many may know, over the last couple of years, AI has exploded in popularity, and the ability to code and build solutions and be effective with it has definitely scaled up, whether using ChatGPT, Claude, Replit, or any of these other things. So we're going to do a little bit of AI education today, and then we're going to show you an AI demo throughout the course of today's webinar, and that's going to be the meat of it. So if you have a notebook, if you have a browser open on your side on your computer, make sure you can get to that. If not, it's also fine. This video will be recorded as well, and we'll be following up afterwards. All right, so who am I? Y'all were asking a little bit earlier. My name is Albert. I am a product marketer by day. I market AI and analytics solutions. And then by night, I am a job search guy. I'm the founder of Albert's List, a community with 50,400 members on Facebook. We help people gain job search, side hustle, and AI skills in this modern economy. And that is what we're doing here today, which is AI skills. Members of our company on Albert's List have found work at companies like Google, Cisco, GoPro, and X, formerly known as Twitter. And if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, point your phone to the QR code and feel free to send me an invite and let me know that you found me here. I post mostly about my work stuff over there, but if you want to message me privately to talk about anything AI, job search related, I am open to it. So yeah, Albert's List again is a community with 50,400 members. The QR code here on this page will lead you to that Facebook group. Let me know when you join that Facebook group that you found this community here, and we will do what we can to make sure that you get approved and that you can engage with all of our members. What we do is we run job search and entrepreneurship boot camp programs, as well as AI skills events, so that you can be the best professional that you can be. And in my goal in this world, never have to ever think about finding a job ever again because your skills are solid and you are strong. And yes, we do cater to all geographies. So I know that this group does say that we're located in the San Francisco Bay Area. I do accept if you are from somewhere else, if you add a friend, if you just note there that you found me on this webinar, I will let you in and you are more than welcome to stay. So yes, as I said, feel free to join us, introduce yourself, get to know our members, post opportunities, and so forth. All right. So Renee, he is my partner in crime today. I'm gonna let him introduce himself a little bit too.
Coming back.
Yep, you're here. Oh,
All
there
right. Uh, so yeah, like, I moved for like 1 second. And you talked right in there, like ah. So hi, yes, my name's Renee. Nice to meet you all. My background is that I was born in Missouri. I was raised in a international circus called the George Carlin Circus. It's an international circus that my parents were second generation at. My mother did stuff like dog act and bear act, and my father did bear act and lion act. So you would call my father a lion tamer, which I guess most people don't know about me. So yeah, I don't really have a background in tech or anything, but back about like 2, 3 years ago, I ended up falling in love with the Silicon Valley atmosphere. I learned about crypto. I learned about like just different things. And then I started learning how to use AI back about a year and a half ago. And whenever I did, I learned that I could build all kinds of stuff. I went to a lot of hackathons. I topped quite a few hackathons. I even ended up winning AI Product of the Year for at an event called NAB. It's a big VFX conference every year, and in Vegas. But really, I'm just a guy because the thing is, I don't even know how to read or write code. I only know how to use AI, and I think anybody can do it. And that's what I'm here to do is help show you guys that whatever your problem is, you can just solve it by using AI to build something that can solve that problem. And it's nice to meet you all. So yes, I'm Renee.
Wonderful. Awesome. And so you can find him on his LinkedIn here. He's got his QR code. And he's also the founder of O1 Hestia, which is the AI education platform that all of you are going to learn a little bit about today. If you want to use your phone to go in your QR code into either of these destinations, please do so. And Renee, that's really, really cool that your family was in the circus business. I had no idea too. That's something I learned just now, along with 126 of your newest friends. All right, so agenda today. So we're gonna try and go through this as quickly as I possibly can. I know you all came here for a demo. I do feel like when I come in here that I also have to give a little bit of an overview of artificial intelligence and what that is too. And so what we're talking about here is not just your overview of AI, but we're going to talk a little bit about how it impacts work, some of the latest advances, and then we're going to go into that demo. So, a quick overview of it. As many of you know, you can read faster than I can talk. It's a combo of machine learning, neural networks, natural language processing, and robotics. It's a lot of different things that have come together in real great harmony over the last really 2 to 3 years, even though AI has been something that has been discussed and marketed as features within technologies over the last 30 to 40 years. A process of it and wrote what it really is based off of is a lot of data on the internet, and really just data that you can provide within a data model, right? And so when this data is processed and put into a large language model, it is then used to create insights, whether it's something that you're writing, whether it's images that you're creating, code that you're developing. And basically, it creates everything that's ever developed and is allowed to be within that large language model to create what we know as artificial intelligence. And so these days we have many different generative AI tools, everything from what you know as ChatGPT to Claude, to GitHub Copilot and so forth. And all of these have made our lives easier and also made our lives a lot more efficient in what we're capable of doing. And it's also impacting the way that we do work. So, as you know, in 2023, I know this is about a year and a half now, Goldman Sachs predicted that 300 million jobs across the United States or Europe could be lost due to AI adoption. And a lot of companies predicted last year that they would be laying people off due to the emergence of AI, with a lot of the jobs impacting more women than men. And so we've seen a little bit of that already with companies like Klarna no longer hiring people because AI can do most of their customer service type work. And with the arrival of agents and with the arrival of even stronger AI tools out there that can code, you even heard the other day that Meta, when Mark Zuckerberg went on the Joe Rogan show, that they are going to be replacing likely up to their mid-level employees on their engineering side with AI bots to help create a lot of the technologies that they have. If you're an investor in Meta, that's a fantastic piece of news because it means that you're going to just have even more money being piled into you and the company will be worth more. While if you're an employee, it's probably bad news because your job is on the chopping block. I see a question. Why is the impact on women more than men? I think that actually, no, it says it impacts men more than women, um, because it's a total of 84 million to 74 million jobs. Although don't really understand why the numbers are the way they are. Either way, a lot of men and women are losing their jobs, and it may be likely because more of your repeatable tasks are done by men, that maybe more men are going to lose jobs in the longer run. And so, yeah, there's a lot of sociological impact around the impact of AI, and it's important that we have this conversation as well. Although that conversation may be better done at our later webinar this week on whether it's time to quit tech or not. Okay. So the other side of it is that the survey of office workers in the US and UK, time was reduced in gathering information and applications. That was one of the top benefits of AI. I know personally that it's been fantastic. Yesterday, my girlfriend handed me a list of emails to input into a spreadsheet. So instead of doing what I would usually do about 5 years ago and get busy on Microsoft Excel, what I did is I took a picture of it and then I uploaded it to ChatGPT and I said, "Hey, ChatGPT, here's a list of emails. I'd like you to put all of these in a table and I'd like you to output it in something that I can download. And in about 5 minutes, actually not in 5 minutes, in about a minute to 2 minutes, it gave me a spreadsheet, and I whisked that off to my girlfriend and I emailed it to her. That's something that would have taken me probably 20 to 30 minutes about 5 years ago. That took me 1 to 2 minutes. And so it's crazy how much time is being saved, where you can then focus on the creative things and the things that you really want to do when it comes to your life. How are organizations using AI today? It's everything from writing and design tasks, which make up the bulk of it, all the way down to supply chain optimization, legal research, quality control, inventory management, and marketing personalization. I'm a little concerned that cybersecurity is a little bit high on here, but what this should tell you is that actually this should be the other way around. Why am I reading this chart the one way? AI tools have no impact, but AI tools are increasing in their impact of what they do. And so forget everything I just said there. AI is increasing in its usage, and at some point, it's going to take over a lot of what we do, but we still need to check for the quality of how these things are completed and how they are done. Most common ways that companies are using AI, number one is customer service. As we know, this is what Klarna is doing. They're the fintech firm out of Scandinavia, and they are basically replacing their customer service people with AI agents that are able to read from a large language model of and a database of various different customer service issues and then reading back those customer service issues and solving them much quicker than ever than a human could ever do so. Others include digital assistants, customer relationship management, content creation, accounting, and recruiting. And so it's getting really interesting out there, and it's only going to get even more interesting as time goes by. Small businesses are also playing with it too, including us here at Albert's List. And also, that's because what Renee's business runs off of entirely AI. What we do here at Albert's List is we do a lot of content writing that at least in our emails is sometimes supported by AI. We also use it for writing event descriptions, and then we're also looking at other efficiencies as well. And what this creates is a lot of individuals who are using AI to start their own one-person businesses. We're all going to become AI operators. And this actually leads into some of the other webinars that we do on Albert's List as well, where you can learn how to build a consulting side hustle using artificial intelligence as just one weekend. And it's some of the crazier use cases that we've seen, but very, very possible when you learn how to do it. For those of you here in the United States and probably abroad, one thing that'll be really, really important for you to know is that AI is going to be a huge part of the incoming Trump administration. Donald Trump takes office a week from today, and he has appointed major Silicon Valley executive David Sachs, who is the man up top, to be his crypto and AI czar. If you've listened to the All In podcast here over the last couple of years, you know that David Sachs is very much into everything entrepreneurship, reducing costs on his business, and is very, very bullish on AI. And so, what you should expect is we're going to see an increased advocacy at AI for all levels of government and into the private sector, including perhaps potentially the reduction of ethical policies in favor of growth, in favor of really unleashing AI to see what it could do. So, what does that mean for you? It means that the time to learn AI is now, because as you read at the very beginning of this event description, AI may not take your job, but somebody who knows AI very much will. So, the time to learn AI is definitely now, and the time to learn it is today. And so, that's something that we have to all keep in mind because companies are looking at ways to use AI with our jobs potentially in their crosshairs. And it's going to eliminate many jobs. And we hope that it doesn't eliminate yours, but it's difficult to say whether it will or not. And so, if you're here today to learn a little bit about some of these skills, if you're here to discover whether AI could help you build another business, if you're here to see whether AI could automate your life, you are here in the right place because, as Renee said in his introduction, we are here to use AI to solve problems, whatever problems they may be at whichever size, so that we can all get to figuring out what we want to do, make that money, retire, spend time with our loved ones, and so forth. Some of the latest advances, these are things that we see in the news from time to time. Uh, some of the predictions that we're seeing in 2025 include AI agents, usage of dark data, execution of AI versus just talking about it. We're also seeing that AI is being used in things to figure out what happened in Pompeii, which was that volcano that blew up in 8079. And then what else are we seeing? NVIDIA is launching AI blueprints, so you can literally apply something for your own use without having to build it. You can just literally plug and play. And then also that MidJourney 7 is coming soon, and that the hardware side of AI with AI chips, we're seeing a tightening grip on AI exports. So, with just a week before the new president's about to come in, we're going to see a big, big battle for AI supremacy with chips. So, even though you may be very downstream here at the very end, being that individual who's just learning AI, know that there are a lot of things know that there's a lot of things that are in force, and it's going to become very, very interesting for the months and years ahead. So you may be wondering here, how are you going to learn AI? Right? These AI tools are out there. There are some are $20 a month, some are cheaper, some are more expensive. But where do you learn from it? And you're here today at this webinar to do just that. And, I've brought in Renee. I met him on my jobs group, I think 6 months ago. Got to know him, and he's really, really friendly and really, really kind. And so I'm going to actually stop sharing and give him the ability to use his screen so that he can give you a really quick demo. And so today, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how you can use AI. And in this particular case, I believe it's develop your own portfolio website at the beginning of the year, right? A lot of us are coming into the new year. We want to showcase our professional lives a whole lot better. And um, we want to be able to give our portfolio out so that in case we're finding a new job, we can definitely do that too. So Renee, I'm going to hand it over to you, and I'm also going to go ahead and end this poll. And here's the data from today's poll too.
Ooh.
How do you feel about your AI skills? 24% of you said that you haven't touched anything yet. 69% of you said I know a thing or two. 6% of you said that you've built things on AI and you're proficient. And we have one expert in here. So I hope that we can impress you and show you something new today if you don't already know about it.
Absolutely. Well, let's first of all start lowering the bar a little bit by let's not impress this person because I probably won't impress you, my dude. I'm not that cool. I'm just a guy. And the thing is, I
You're
think,
just a chill guy who codes with AI and doesn't have any coding knowledge.
yeah, I'm just a guy. But we'll go ahead and go in. So I'll go ahead and start sharing my screen a little. Oop, not that. Oh God, I hope no one saw that.
I have no idea what we just saw, but
Don't
go
worry, no one needs to know. All right, so let me talk a little bit about AI coding. What is it? Why does this shit matters? So first of all, I want to real quick talk to you guys about and this is just like more like a principle that I believe is very important to understand behind the reasoning, like why does this stuff matter? So in life, there are these things called zero-sum games and positive-sum games. You can think of zero-sum games similar to a game of poker. If you have five people all put in $50, the only amount to be made is the money that was put into the pot. That's all that's possible. Now, that's interesting because that means, yes, technically you can make all the money in there, but that's all you can do. There is such a thing called a positive sum game where you can go and instead say like, hey, me and five people, we're gonna build something over the course of a month. Maybe it's a shed. And at the end of that month, you're going to have a shed. That shed is now a asset. That asset you can use to actually build and do all kinds of stuff, even make money off of. People make money off of all kinds of assets, such as land, houses, and many other goods. So let's go into this. Building with AI for me is the same as, or building, sorry, just building code in general is the same for me as playing a positive sum game. Whenever someone comes to me and they're like, hey, I need something, it's not something that's like you're just gonna find on the market. It's something that you need to make. Maybe it's something custom. Maybe it's a website for them. Maybe it is something you can find out there. You just don't know where to find it. It doesn't matter. The problem is you have a problem and you cannot solve it. So there's a thing in the tech world that software eats the problems of the world. And I believe that's very true because we can go and utilize software to build out things that are useful. Maybe you're someone that goes and, has clothes. You need to sell them online. You can take that stuff and then start creating a marketing flywheel, all kinds of things that can happen out of it. But the thing is, you first need to be able to solve a problem. And it's cool because this is what's a positive sum game where you can build something that directly brings value and that value keeps on giving. It's not just a straight $250. It's whatever, the total is. So I'm going to show you guys two things. One, I'm going to show you guys how I used to code and how people do code. And then I'm going to show you guys the way that I think you should be coding. So first of all, let's talk about tools. So tools that I use, you just need a thing called Replit.com. To do the first part, you don't really need a paid version. To do the second part, you're going to need a paid version. But check it out. So on Replit.com, we're going to start at the bare bones. We're going to say create REPL, create an HTML file, and we're just going to create it. So whenever you start creating these type of HTML files, these are interesting because they ask you for an HTML, a JS, and a CSS. So let's real quick do some bare bone knowledge about like what is software development because this will help you dramatically build for the future. So if you think about it in terms of like a house, HTML is similar to like the bones of a house. It's the structure, it's the wall, it's the thing that keeps it sturdy, but there's no flowers, there's no electricity or anything. That's the HTML. That's what just keeps it all together. It's the structure. Eventually, you will want to add some flowers, something nice, something pretty. This is what's going to be called CSS. And eventually, to make everything run in your house, you need electricity, running water. That's going to be your JavaScript and your JS file. So in the past, what you used to do is you would go and open up a ChatGPT. Actually, let me just go ahead and, oh no, I need to open that one up. Gonna click this off. This is, by the way, a downloaded version, so mine's gonna look a little bit different than yours. You guys can just go to chat.com. But let me explain this. So I'm gonna say, hey, I need a landing page for a car for selling bread. That's what it's gonna be. Build me a HTML, CSS, and JS files, three, and give me the full code. So what in the past people do is they would go and give a prompt to the AI. Now this is obviously super basic and stuff, but they would give a prompt to the AI and be like, "Hey, I want something. Give me that code." Fantastic. So it goes and gives you the code. It's still typing. It's not instant. It's not God, but it's much faster than me trying to type it. If I even knew how to code, which I don't. And if you saw how quick I was typing, I'm not very that quick.
Renee, can you increase your screen size?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Well,
And can you
not
copy
this.
and paste the prompt that you just put in so people can try it out for themselves?
Yeah, sure. Let me put that into the chat, and yes, I will go and increase screen size as soon as let me copy some of these. Okay, so for HTML, take it all, delete and paste. Fantastic. I just put down like 75 lines of code. Fantastic. Very quick. Styles.css. One thing you're going to have to remember, just remember how your file is named. That's the only thing you're going to have to remember because that will cause all kinds of weirdness. But just paste it. See how this next one, script.js, paste it. And then what you would do here is you click this run button. And boom, now you have a little fresh baked website. Cool. Now this isn't live. This is just for testing. Okay, you can then tell your AI, hey, I like this, I don't like this. Eventually, you build out your product until it's good enough. You're like, I'm ready to go and deploy this. This is my favorite fresh bread website ever. Say, all right, I click deploy, and click deploy. I'm gonna call this bread. Uh, bread soup. Bread stuff. Yeah, bread stuff. Bread stuff. So I'm naming it bread stuff. So it's gonna be labeled as breadstuff.replit.app. And you guys can all do this. Hopefully it doesn't, whatever. You type in breadstuff.replit.app into your guys' browser, this website will pop up. I just built out a website very quickly. And this is how people currently build. Well, they use other tools that I think are much more inefficient. You guys just skipped actually quite a few things by not having to do any environment variables, any of that stuff. All you needed to know was how to paste, click run, click deploy. That's all you really need to know. And I think that's actually more important. I think it's okay to go and have less and focus on what matters, which in this case is just the code and solving problems. So I'm going to now show you the new way of how to code. So I also have a partner soon that we're going to be showing off that does this and actually kind of does it better. But I'm going to show you guys this one for now. This is called Replit Agent. Replit Agent is really cool because Replit Agent allows you to go and use just natural language to build out entire apps. I'm going to do the same thing. I need a uh, landing page to sell bread. Make it cool and very cute. Cool. Fantastic. Notice how I don't have to go and say any language such as, hey, I need a JavaScript file, I need CSS file, I need, no, 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 no. You don't need that anymore. If you understand the structure of how files work, which is why I say like you do want to understand small stuff like what do these files mean, because this will help you build with your AI. Because right now the AI is just like, hey, this is fantastic. Here's some stuff, blah, blah, blah. Let me just approve it. I don't want to do too much. I just want to go and get something going. So it's going to say, all right, I'm going to build it out. Fantastic. Now, what I normally do is I go to the kitchen, I go and get some ice, I put it in a glass, I get some rum or some whiskey, I pour it in there with some Coke, and then I come back, and by the time I get back, I've got something going. And this is what I would do. Because you don't need to work hard. You just need to know what you're trying to solve and being willing to have the grit to say, hey, I know this isn't perfect. I'm willing to work with it until it's perfect. And this is what you'll get. So I'm going to let this chat on. It's going to just be in just a second. We're going to see in just a moment a new bread website, and it's going to be fantastic. Um,
What about if they wanted to do a, portfolio website for their like professional website, you know?
Absolutely. In fact, I'll even show you how to do that in just a moment. Um, because we can do the same thing. In fact, let me just start explaining how you would do it as this thing works. So what you could do is you probably have a resume that has all your data on it. You might have a LinkedIn. You can always take as much of that data as possible and go and make it so that way it can be all into like one big file and then give it to the AI. The AI will go and take it, take all your information, update it, and then create you a new portfolio website. One example of that is actually this one. This is my reneetercius.com website. I need to update it now because now I'm technically 29, not 28 anymore. But this has quite a few of my accomplishments, different things where I've won stuff, top stuff, even this cool one where we were able to go and help win AI Product of the Year. Shout out my team, my friends over at AR Wall. They're a great team, great company. If you're ever into virtual production stuff, check them out. But really cool stuff. So I was able to go and build out this website. I got all kinds of just different stuff, blah, 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 blah. And it all updates. So let's go over here. It'll fix itself in a moment. It just takes a minute sometimes. Let's see if I can go ahead and read some comments or chats. Start catching up real quick. Um, okay. So is there a
The
place
one
where
that
the
I
access?
is the AI writes the code. Where are you posting it so that it works?
Oh, ha. It well, right here on the left is a folder button. All your code is right here. So normally you would use something like GitHub or something, so that way you could store your code, and you would probably use something like VS Studio so you can write it. So this interface is what's called an IDE. And this little developer interface is where you would write all your code. So you have all these little things. So if I click this index.ts, you can have your little index.ts. If you need to, you could just hit Git and commit it to your GitHub, and then you have still all your code like all along. However, what would likely be better would be just to keep it here and just click deploy. The code still stays regardless of whatever happens. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. We got something. Oh shit. Ah, all right, let's check it out. It's artesian breads and pastries, baked, yum, honey chamomile. Ah, damn, I love rustic baguette. It sounds very medieval of me. Wow, some inspirational. Look at those Danishes. Hot damn. It got my hours, got my contacts and everything. And all this shit works. So I could actually build this out into a much more better website. I could go and add maybe a chatbot where I'm like, hey, anybody that talks to the chatbot on the bottom right, actually, fuck it. Let me not just explain it. I'm gonna do it. Add a chatbot on the bottom right, powered by LLM, uh, to help sell bread. I'm going to do this. And the future case is you're going to be able to set it up where it'll create a database and you can keep track of all your sales. And then the AI use GPT. And the
Now, the
AI will
AI
then
the
go,
code in those folders all by themselves too?
huh, yeah, it's all right here. See how, like, actually, if I click progress right here and I scroll up, you're gonna notice not those ones here. See how it says created, client, source, components, locations, all this information? Yeah, it's going directly to like where it needs to be. It's smart enough to understand how to do it. And it's really, really cool.
When you built this website, did you have to do multiple prompts or did you get it done with one?
I well, let's scroll up here. I put one prompt and then I now I'm trying to say add a chatbot and now I'm saying use GPT. Use oh, it's actually already doing it. Never mind. I don't need sometimes I am a little bit too impatient and I try to like, hey AI, what the fuck are you doing? And it just it takes a while. But it's right now being like, hey, all right, let me start doing it. It's thinking, it's actually actively doing this. It just takes a little bit longer. And then eventually it'll ask me for my API key, but we'll be able to have an AI bot that's on your website that's just selling bread for you. Now, this is really cool if you're someone like a crypto enthusiast where you might have your own coin. And if you have your own coin and you want to go and make it to where like, hey guys, if you go to my website, you can use this coin to buy other stuff like these cool jackets of mine, these cool artworks, all this other stuff. Yeah, you're getting paid in whatever that coin is that you're getting made. But I'm sure that there's people that if you're already in crypto and you understand what I'm saying, you'll understand exactly why that's probably pretty reasonable and lucrative and why you would want to do that. It creates an economy, it helps create all kinds of flywheels. Then you can create multi websites where multiple websites are able to go and communicate with each other using this coin-based system, and then they're all just creating just infinite economies. So it's still working on it, but yeah, so it's pretty cool.
What can you do on the free version of Replit?
Yeah, so on the free version, you do have this little assist. This might cut it actually. Yeah, this might have fucked it up, but whatever. So you'll have this little thing called the basic one. Now, this basic one can understand everything inside your code. Um, but it doesn't do stuff like I'll show you guys in a moment. But basically, like normally you would go and ask it questions. It would give you information. It would know all stuff about your code. And it can even give you some good code. But with this little advanced one, uh, similar to how right now the AI agent is like building all these files and putting it all together. this assistant can actually do the same thing. I would just be doing it one file at a time or like a couple files at a time. Um, Agent is for more lazy people like me, and assistant is for more people that are more hardcore developers, the paid version. And the free version is just regular like ChatGPT, except it understands what's happening.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep, pretty cool.
Let's see. How much do you pay for Replit? Are there other alternatives you've tried out?
All right, boys and girls, take a look at my screen. You guys see how this says this? Your usage for this chat is 25 cents. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I do see that there's it's $15 a month when you buy it for a year, and that comes out to 180. Can you
Yeah, it's
use this for an existing website built in WordPress? I'd love to know the answer to
oh,
that too, actually.
uh, so like no. And first of all, get off WordPress because it's garbage. There's like so many like ways I could hack you just for knowing that you have a WordPress account. I know how to go and attack your database directly. I could ping all kinds of shit. Trust me, WordPress is not a smart idea. You should replace that with something like this. This you can actually go and build into it security integration that's very robust, so that way you could make sure that like nothing happens to your shit. But like WordPress, you know what I would recommend, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this right now. Hold on. So you can go and do something like, hey Albert, give me a website name, or
Uh,
someone give me a
uh,
website name.
yeah, let's wait for someone else out here.
Yeah, someone in the chat give me a website name, some kind of website that they want to duplicate.
Dabble.
Dabble.club. Fuck yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, this one's gonna be a hell, but let's see if it I highly doubt it can do this one, but we're gonna try it. So the reason why I'm already saying like I already highly doubt this one is just because I already know Dabble Club's website and they're a really cool website. They have like a ton of UX UI stuff that I just don't think that this AI is really ready for. But it can at least help start getting stuff like rather similar. So like on Webflow websites that don't have crazy UX stuff or not Webflow, this is built on Webflow. WordPress websites which don't normally have crazy UX stuff, you would be able to go and capture all the data and be able to go and like duplicate a website. I think I did that recently for like a talk show website. Um, Hold on, let me get this part done. Uh, sure, whatever. Go ahead and start doing that, and let me check over here. Oh, hey, good. Let me do this new tab. Hi, my name is Renee. Hello, Renee. Nice to loaf around with you. How can I rise today? So, see, this is clearly not just some kind of like me just typing it in and it just coming up with random like it understands. It's using an AI to understand, build it out, and shit. So that is just one quick example where we're able to integrate this. Eventually, you will be able to go and integrate it to where like the bot could it could do all your inventory on the back end, and then eventually, like at the end of the day, you can be like, hey, how much did we sell or everything? It's all done, it's all documented, and it's all solid and stuff, ready to go. Let me check over here.
Oh wow, so
This
it
one's
really did clone it all. We had some
well,
other ones here, like if you could do
it's gonna
done
try.
correctly.
I don't know if it will. Honestly, I'm really not hopeful just because I know how this website is and it's just too pretty. Like if it's like a really good website, like design, it's just might be out of scope. Like the tech just might not be there, like right off one prompt. You might be able to if you are like let's say you're a you this is where people really can shine. Let's say you're someone like, you know what, I really don't care too much about like all this back end stuff, but I really care about this front end stuff, and I want to go and make it to where all my designs are built a certain way. Well, you already know the kind of concept and code that you like. You could give that concept and code to the AI, and it could go and build something like Dabble Club from scratch, but you would have to first know some of these free like information in that industry prior to doing it yourself. I was trying to do Polygon guilds. Colin, I don't know what in goodness gracious you guys did, but whatever.
Can you create a crypto website with this?
Yeah, you can actually. We were actually, oh, I can't say we. I was experimenting by myself with no one else on this, and we have no coin that is launched that can be used on this website.
Yep. All right. Can you copy the SEO strategy of a website?
I don't actually know about that answer because I've never tried that answer. I've Okay, cool. Oh, it created a database for me, which is super useful. If you guys know about SQL databases, it's already all built in. Actually, let me go ahead and show a little bit of tools. We got integrations, we got SQL database, we have blob storage, we have cool
Wow.
little tools in here. We got shell also if you want to go and directly add like different stuff to it.
And this is all at the $15 a month for a year range, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, granted, I definitely go. So like when you do this, you do get $25 a month of credit, which is fantastic because it just covers your own costs. Uh, it gives you actually more costs. Um, but this is 25 cents basically every time you do it. So just remember that because it will get a little expensive. Right now it's trying to fix this stuff, but that's okay. That happened last time with bread. Like at first, like if you noticed, whenever I asked it to do something, um it did this little small loop. Eventually it fixed it, and now we're here. And I in total only spent 50 cents on that one. 50 cents, guys. 50 cents. 50 cents for all this. You got a whole website that you can build anything with and an AI chatbot integration in there. 50 cents, guys.
Yeah, we had a question. Can we upload a code base built on Shopify to this and do modifications?
Upload a code base from this into Shopify. Is that correct?
Yep.
So I don't know what kind of code base Shopify uses. So I don't know that answer because I don't use Shopify. Um, I I just go and make the payment systems all built out directly with the AI. The AI here can't uh the AI here can go and do like what's called Stripe integration, and I can make it so that way the AI can take payments and all kinds of stuff. Similar to how we can take payments currently on our website over at 01 Hestia. Uh-oh. I think my thing just crashed. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. So like similar how you can go here in the settings, you can click to upgrade, you get this payment method, everything, it all works. Oh, let me not show all my card info there. Um oh hey, hold up. Let me new tab this. So it gathered some data about the Dabble Club thing, but let me show you guys what Dabble Club website actually looks like. So Dabble Club's website, first of all, you have to scroll like if there's nothing on it, it just looks like a pink screen compared like to a computer. So a computer doesn't touch anything, it just sees a pink screen. So it's already doing this. So it knows like it's a blank background. It's not adding this image yet because it's the first image. It doesn't know that whenever you hover over this, that it does this. But what you can do is you can start giving the AI, being like, hey, here's some images, make it so that way whenever it's like this and I hover over it, there's an effect that goes and displays more of the background image. That's how you would do it. But you can't just do it off of a one touch done. Um, and that's kind of the part about Replit Agent. Like I know I kind of make Replit sound super. Oh wow, look at it has even the little logo. I know I can make Replit sound like anybody can do it, and I want you guys to believe that anyone can do it because anyone can do it. again, I'm just a guy. I don't know how to even read or write code, but I figured it out. I know confidently anybody else can too. But I do want people to know that, like, if you don't get it off your first try, it's okay. Just keep trying. Eventually, you'll get something. And once you get something, you can start editing it. You can tell it, hey, this isn't good. Fix this, build this, do this. Have a little bit of grit, have a little bit to be willing to be like, you know what? I know life sucks, but I'm willing to be a little bit tough for the day. Just go through it a little bit, do an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Fuck it, just do it. See how much you do. See how much you build. And then once you're done, see what you can do with that. You might surprise yourself what you really are capable of doing. People just don't know that there's tools available, and I think this is just a great way to do it.
Yeah, pretty
Yep.
amazing. See what else? So the AI charges you 25 cents per use in addition to the monthly subscription fee.
Yes, but on your monthly subscription fee, you do get $25 credit a month. So keep that in mind. But
Uh,
yes,
who is paying for the
you
compute
do have to
storage?
pay.
Who is paying for the computing, storage, and servers for running the app that is deployed on Replit? For
Oh
example,
yeah, let me
if you
show
add
you.
and retrieve millions of records from a database, that will cost a lot. Running apps on servers will cost a lot too.
hmm
Yeah.
So this is all cloud storage based. You can go and manage all of it here. So you can see like your like outbound transfer. You can see like how much your cost is. Uh, a lot of my project, whenever I have my projects in here, oh, this is my AI Makers account. Okay, thank God. Uh, yeah. So I have like different websites that I can just like, spin up and store here, and then they're all stored here. Whenever you go to your actual like the yeah, Dabble Club one. When you click deploy, you're gonna have options for like reserved, auto scale. If you do like let's say reserved, well, you need to know your machine configuration. If you're like, you know what, no, I don't want that. I want auto scale. Well, you can set it up so that way, like, hey, if we have like a ton of influx, we need max power. We always need every single machine at max power. Well, we can compute exactly how much it's going to cost, and we can go back to the actual usage here and just do a little bit of math. So like reserve auto scale. For every 1 million compute, I'm spending $1.25 on just compute units. So you'll just be able to do the math. I use reserve DM because I don't really get that much. I don't have like thousands and hundreds of thousands of people currently going to my website, so I don't really need to go and do anything crazier than that. But you can always just go and have it scaled out. It's super auto scalable. Replit makes it super fine and easy for that. And you can pay for like different storage costs and stuff, and you just find it all here in the usage tab.
Wow. Let's see. Say we build an e-commerce site that requires a new account for third-party plugins. Does Replit create the account and passwords for you and things like that?
Uh, Wait, repeat that one more time.
Let's see. Oh, where did that go? Say we build an e-commerce site that requires a new account for third-party plugins. Does Replit create accounts and passwords for you and things like that?
Well, if you're building your own website with Replit, yes, and that's all stored inside your database. You can even do things, and this is more like if you're more technical, you'll know this. If you notice, there's a thing here that says Firebase login. You can add tools like Firebase and other different connections all directly to your product, all by like even things like Supabase or Telegram or whatever the hell you need it to be. You can have it all done directly through here. So yes, if it's building your own website, if you want to build like tools to go onto third-party websites, those third-party websites have to be able to accept something. Whatever that schema is, take that schema back to Replit Agent and it can build a tool for you. if that's the question, but like if it's like building out, let's say Clone, and I'm like, hey, I want us to go ahead and build it further. I need to go and do integration, wallet integration. I need to do where I can store and make sure my user ranks and everything. Like that's why it gives you this little database, and this little database gets like all this just information. You can just like update with all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
I see Ton Tai has their hand raised. Should
Um,
we take care of that person?
nope. If you're raise your hand, put your question into the Q&A and I'll try to get it when we get there. All right. What about the security aspect? Does Replit use best practices for security to write code?
Yeah, well, yes and no. So if you just give it a blase prompt, well, it's gonna do its best. But if you are, and this is where like skill knowledge really helps move the needle forward. That like, let's say you are someone that does know like cybersecurity stuff, you can ask the AI agent to go ahead and proactively add certain pieces. If you don't, you can just ask the AI like, "Hey, make sure that it's secure," these type of things, and it'll do a pretty good damn job. But you just have to make sure that you mention it to the AI. How about the copyright for the code?
Um, One more thing is, can you also show us how to build a portfolio website?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and start doing that. So let me.
Yeah, let's do that here since that's what folks came here for.
Oh shoot, wrong one. Let
Hmm.
me go ahead and get my drive. I don't know if I have a resume. I'm sure I have a resume somewhere. When was the last time I had a resume? Oh, okay, I really don't like this, but whatever. I'll just do this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it the file, downloads. Hey, build me a portfolio website using this data. All right, and that's it. That's all you do. It's that simple.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let's
I know.
let's see what it does.
Welcome to the future. Oh shit, this is uh hold on. Okay. One small issue, and this is just stupid. So certain AIs can't, and this is they just probably haven't built it out. Certain AIs cannot just go and like take any file. So this is a docx file. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take all this. I'm just gonna copy it. Copy. Same thing. Build me a portfolio website that's futuristic with this info. All right, that's better. So yes, in this case, I kind of fucked up a little bit where like I thought I could just drop it in. I couldn't drop this file in because it's a docx file. Docx do have issues. Most files are fine, like PDFs, screenshots, JPEGs, CSVs, HTML. Like most files are fine. It's just docx specifically is annoying. I blame Microsoft. Proof. Fantastic. So see how it understands like what I asked for it. I'll start building it. And I can start answering more questions as it starts building it up. So let me Q&A. Uh, what are the different building AI using the AI framework versus building from scratch? What are the top list of AI agent frameworks and tools to build from scratch? Um, the top framework currently is called LangChain. However, I truly believe Replit Agent should be considered its own framework because it also can create agents that can do other agentic stuff. And most of my products that I build is using this tool. So I would answer that. Let's see. Jennifer, with AI being used for CRM, will CRM programs be replaced? I'm seeing job descriptions saying they want employees to know a CRM like Salesforce. Well, those are two different things. AI being used for a CRM, so it's a customer manager or whatever, but something still has to like not only like manage that information, but like has to like reliably like go and maybe update it or do like other stuff. Like yes, this will help automate a lot of stuff, but there's like a million other things you could be doing. Like CRMs is just like one part of your job. If you can just be like, hey, uh, AI, here's some data, go and put this all into the CRM and execute everything else, and then you go do other shit. Well, now you just made your company like two times better because now you're relying on your AI to do it while you actually get other stuff done. So it's still going to be important. It's just not that big of a deal. Um, can you show changing of code? All the code on the right side is actually being live updated. All the code here on the left, like it's all in here, but the right side is the live update. Replit does provide version control. Um, yes, certain websites will create IP issues. So that part is kind of unavoidable. You just have to go and know how to like use tools that allow you to go and trace websites maybe a little bit better. Maybe ask GPT that question. Oh shit, hold up. Oh damn, look how sexy this is. Ooh, Renee, you see how whenever it popped up, it was like beautiful. Love it. Scroll down. That beautiful technical skills. Wow, I didn't even know. Notable projects. Damn, this looks pretty fucking good. Maybe I should go and give it like a photo of myself or something. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty freaking cool. So let me go back to the Q&A so I can continue answering. So Replit does not do anything that we have not mentioned, even if it's not needed for an ideal application. It means we need to have no. Actually, Replit will be able to do a lot of stuff for you, even if you don't know it. It's just if you want to be very specific, like that goes 10 times further. But it's the same thing as like. Let me give you an example. And this is going to be probably not the best California example since I live here, but oh well. If you go and think about it, like there's people that had swords, and these swords were very well weaponed. But eventually, people came up with guns. These guns were better than people with swords. It just killed more people. However, eventually, people got very skilled using certain guns for certain reasons. Close quarters combat, long range combat. So in this case, it's more so that if you're someone that doesn't know how to use a gun, well, you can just point and shoot and you still get something done. While using a sword requires more practice and all this stuff. But if you are someone that already knows how to shoot a gun, you can then take it a step further and be like, well, I know how to shoot a gun. I want to be able to shoot it at close quarters or at long range and know how to do that properly. So that's what I would actually say to that answer. Um, the websites built in Replit need to live on the Replit platform or can be moved to your own platform. Yes, you can move it to your own platform. Just go and get committed and then do whatever the fuck you want with it. Does AI automatically come up with a URL to get to the website? No, the Replit does. You can update it. You can update the URL to be whatever you want to. That's why I have websites called reneetercius.com and not reneetercius.replit.com. Um, where do you go to change or update your contact info or add new info? You would just go and open your agent and you would tell the agent, hey, update the thing with this, and then it would update, and then you click deploy and it'd be done. Um, do you know if Replit has developed their own LLM for this AI agent or chat functionality that you just demoed? No, they have not. They have their own, like, they're just, I mean, I don't want to say that they don't, because I don't really fucking know, but I don't think they have. What I really do see is that they're currently using, like, multiple things, like Claude, GPT, multiple different of them, and then just, like, having them use, like, as special functionalities, because certain of them do better in certain situations. But that's what I would say for that. And that gets all the questions in the Q&A. I am out of breath. Albert, ask me any more questions.
Can you try and add an image to your portfolio landing page?
Yeah, I can do it. Fuck it. Did not want to do that. Just because like on the first time it doesn't like all the time do it, so I'm gonna just be like having fun with it.
There's
Oh
an
hey,
image. You go down to the bottom. There you
right
go.
here.
The famous one. Oh, nice. Wow.
Again, a lot of times it's just me being able to be willing to be like, man, AI, it's great, but sometimes it'll be like, man, you need to do more. So I have to be sitting around all day long in my chair, just drinking mimosas, just getting through the day. Oh, I want to show one thing. See here how it says like, hey, I need to modify the hero component to include the profile image. I'll add it as an avatar. So it'll go ahead and start understand like adding information like this to your stuff. So eventually it'll start like updating in here. It's not there yet. Clearly, it attempted, but it's not there. At this point, oh, hey, that's cool. It has a little like effect around it. What I could do is say, uh, oh, actually, yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll be like,
So if AI can't fix something for you, what do you do?
that's a great question. I'll answer that in just a second. I want to see one small thing. Where is the, oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I was just checking something here, but I see that I don't see it. Oh, attached assets. That's right there. Okay, cool. I just want to see if it was actually saving. Um, so you can give it a screenshot. You know, we just like take a screenshot and be like, hey, I like the concept, but add my photo. And if you really want to, you can be like, copy that file path, be like, I see the path is at, and just paste it. Um, cool. Yeah, so it'll just like keep updating stuff and eventually you get it done. Just adding photos, adding videos and stuff like I always feel like on the first try and even the second try, sometimes it doesn't get it off the rip. But like that's again like if you're willing to spend like 30 minutes just working on it, like you'll eventually solve it. Still not there. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and just open the other one. I'm gonna say uh my landing page doesn't show my picture from so this is the assistant. This is a little bit cheaper. This is 5 cents every time it runs whenever I use the advanced version or free if I use the basic version. So it can give me code. I can just click apply all, and then it'll actually apply it. And if it works, it'll fix it. If not, then I'll be like, hey, you messed up again. But I really hope it just fixes it. No, it did not. Fantastic. Oh, it even tells me the problem. It said like if you don't have this thing, you might need to move these files. Uh, let's just try it. The hell? This is exactly why I didn't want to do this one, but whatever. So what did it say? So it says client public. Let me go ahead and just create one real quick. Like I shouldn't be having to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do this.
What are you doing?
I'm just creating a folder here that's called public and just dropping this file in here. And
Mm,
this is something that like it's more like AI just doesn't know yet. Uh, um,
mm.
the when you're adding photos and stuff, you do need to know like how like file like management kind of works. In this case, you need to know that it has to be in this public folder, and it should fix it on this one, but we'll see. There we
Oh,
go. Jesus Christ. I was getting angry at this. So there we go. We got my little fucking face on there.
oh,
Be
don't be
angry
so
now.
angry, Renee. You did it.
So yeah, so let me go over real quick a little bit information about like what we got going on because I have to get a couple more stuff going on tonight and I'm kind of running a little bit low on time myself. So friends, what are we doing here? We have a couple different things. One, we have the new 01hestia.com. So 01hestia.com. What is this? It's a website that allows you to go and help learn how to use AI. We also added an AI assistant. It's $20 normally, except we do have a discount code that I need to go and find again, but I will go and give it again to Albert unless Albert already knows what it is, and then I'll just put it in. But we do have a 50% discount code. Well, we can give it to you guys. That way, when you guys do it, it'll just be $10 a month instead of $20 a month. You just use a like a bunch of chatbot, a bunch of cool chatbots that are just different templates, and we are adding more tools and more videos to it. So come learn how to do that there. We also have our in-person class at Zohouse, sponsored by IMAI. IMAI is a cryptocurrency here built on virtual protocol. Right now, they are at a great time to go and purchase up some crypto. Let me take a look at the 1 month line. I got in somewhere around here. I ran up here. I stole a little bit of cash up here, and I'm gonna probably do another re-entry here probably pretty soon because it's already curving out right how I like it. See, like how it's this one's above here and stuff. Like it's great. But IMAI, and also if you guys come to our event at IMAI, we are going to be airdropping IMAI. So if you pay $20, you're going to be getting quite a few back just in IMAI tokens. So it's going to be pretty worth it. Check it out. It's only $20. If you are a Zoe member, you get in for free. Zoe member is a cool DGen SF clubhouse here in San Francisco. Please come by. A very cool place. We are also going to be hosting some upcoming events also at other locations, such as General Lithium. So please be on the lookout. We have new sponsorships and partners that will also be helping us give you guys new tools that you guys can use and help bring you guys better stuff. Um,
But
I
yeah, Open
appreciate you
Hestia
guys.
is the platform for those of you who are not in the San Francisco Bay Area, which is a lot of you.
Yes.
And so check that out. I will follow up with the code. I hope all of you can come and join us and learn. And we'll be building upon this as well so that when you're not in the Bay Area, you can continue your AI learning journey. Any other thoughts? Let's see. We still have 108 people here in the room, which is amazing.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Does
fuck.
Replit remember previous conversations that you did for a past project?
Past project? No. Current project? Yes. If it's in the same chat history. However, it's starting to degrade from that and just make it to where just like update to like your current one. So like that's not going to be really a thing anymore in the future.
Nice. Okay, cool. Wonderful.
But it can pull secrets and stuff from your API keys. So if you like say one time you're like, hey, here, let me stop sharing my screen and I'll just go get the code real quick. Hold on. Um, hold on. Where it is. Uh, sorry, give me a second.
But yes, while he's looking for that, we do have another event coming up here in February. So Thursday, February the 13th at 3 o'clock Pacific time. Could be a different time at your local time here. And what we'll do is we'll be working through AI again and showing how you can use or build AI skills, prompting skills in this case, in under 2 hours. Ashish, you want the discount code? I will get that
I
code
got
for
it.
you.
I got it. Hold
Oh, what
on.
is it?
I'm putting it in the chat right now. It is Albert's friend. Albert's friends,
So you are all my friends.
50% off.
Cool.
There we
And
go.
how long is this code active for?
Let me check. I gotta stop going between things because I keep deleting shit. You know what? It's gonna be indefinite for now, but probably gonna only keep it up for around another 2 months.
Okay, wonderful. And then the website for Zoho House looks like
Uh, Here, let
Zoho
me go and get the Zoho House link. So please, if you guys want to come learn in person,
a 24/7 chef. Wow. Okay.
and let me also see. I think we also have a discount code for the in-person class also, real quick. Let me get that answer.
So the
Uh,
discount code for everybody is I'm just getting everybody the
oh,
website.
it's out. Ha ha ha. So come to in person,
Mhm.
discount code Albert.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
sending that to hosts and panelists, so I'm just gonna recopy it here.
Oh, thank you. I was not putting that to everyone. Oops.
Yep.
Oh, I keep thinking, oh, I keep responding to everybody in host and panelists. Oops.
That's only I see it. Nobody else sees that.
Whoops. Well, I'm learning something today. See, I don't even know how to use Zoom. I just use AI.
All right, wonderful. Well, we're gonna I think conclude it here. If you have any other additional questions, please connect with Renee on LinkedIn. And we have
Yep.
many other webinars this week, so feel
Yep.
free to check those out. And we will see you all soon.
We'll be
Thanks.
sending the newsletter out too with the code. So,
Yep, exactly. We'll have the code in the newsletter if you didn't catch it, and we'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody, and have a wonderful Monday night.